June the 16th, 2010. How? Global warming. You know I don't believe in global warming. At least I don't believe that man has a significant effect on climate change. Volcanoes have a significant effect. You get a good volcano, put enough ash in the air, and you'll freeze this thing like an ice cube. And with a white planet covered with snow, it won't heat up for a long time. That's what probably happened in our last ice age. And could happen again. We just had a volcano that should have cooled things off. But it may not have. I may have to change my position on what man can do to affect climate weather. We have just painted the Gulf of Mexico black. That will affect climate weather. If you don't believe me, next time you go shopping, put your hand on the hood of a white car, and then put your hand on the hood of a black one. Be careful. The black one will be really hot. And the same thing's going to happen to the Gulf of Mexico. It's going to heat up. We're going to have unparalleled temperatures, record temperatures this summer. And hurricanes. What is it that fuels a hurricane? Warm water is the engine that drives hurricanes. We're going to have hurricanes like we've never had before. Catastrophic hurricanes. The world runs on oil, but it doesn't have to run on oil. Oil is a limited resource, dirty resource. And by the way, don't let anybody tell you that nuclear is clean. It's dirtier than oil. What do you do with the waste? What do you do if you have a spill or an accident? But hydrogen is the most abundant element in our universe. And it is so simple to make hydrogen. I've been making it since 2007 in a Chevy custom van and running it on supplemental hydrogen. Stanley made hydrogen. He put water in a Volkswagen, cracked the hydrogen molecule right in the vehicle, and ran the thing on hydrogen. He wouldn't sell his invention. He had patented it. There's patents. They've expired now because, well, they've expired now. Stanley's expired too. He was poisoned to death and died in the parking lot of a restaurant. Wouldn't sell his invention. Go figure. Now, I will do a project like this. It's not that hard to do. You find somebody to fund it, and I'll do it. And the reason I won't put my own money in it is if I'm putting my life on the line to do it and risking my future, I'm not going to risk my family's future and my children's future and finances as well. So you got to find somebody else to come up with the bucks. I submitted it to the Pepsi project, but wow, that thing is, they have taken all the applicants they will take, which is 1,000 per month, by 10 minutes after midnight on the first of the month. I stayed up late last month to see if I could get it in. It can't happen. So I'll try again in July, but I don't hold much hope for that. But if you have somebody who wants to fund a project, the RZ kind of a drive, run that off the 100-mile-per-gallon Hummer. Start with that. Retrofit older vehicles. Get them on the road before somebody kills it. And the reason it might have a chance of success is because the oil industry is on the defensive right now and not the offensive. I can do it. I've already done it. Find somebody to fund it. We'll put it in as a major project, and it will be a, we'll retrofit older vehicles. First, we'll run them on the gen packs that run on fossil fuels, and then we'll convert those and have those made to run on hydrogen. You take a solar cell and a little reactor that can be handmade. Put the electricity from the solar cell, fill it with water. It'll break the water into hydrogen and oxygen. It's tremendously more powerful than gasoline, but safer than gasoline, because if you spill it or it leaks, it dissipates quickly into the air. You notice a smell of fresh, clean water. That's what it smells like. Gasoline doesn't smell anywhere near as good. You can stick your nose up the tailpipe of a vehicle running on hydrogen, and it smells good. The byproducts are water. So, at any rate, I'll do it if you can find somebody to get behind it. Stocks. CNRF. I picked some CNRF up recently. It's a Chinese wireless communications company. it was showing some very, very marked increase in their earnings, and I noticed it because there was a stock jump. It was a hot stock one day, and I said, what's going on here? So I bought some of it. Not recommending it. Take a look at it if you want it to do it too. Now, RZ. I have not made money in RZ, and I've had it for a long time. That's that 100-mile-per-gallon Hummer. They also do geothermal power plants. This is a power company out in Utah. I bought it because I believed in it. I believe in what they're doing. Tremendous obstacle to change the system, you know that. But it jumped 12% the other day. Maybe. Oh, and there was some other news. They hired a former GM executive. Maybe it's an idea whose time has come. ScanDisk, you know that I love ScanDisk. Up 225% for me. I think it'll go double what it's already done. Just an idea whose time has come. I'm not going to explain it to you. Go back and look at my old videos where I talked about it. DDR, Developers Diversified Real Estate. Real estate is here. Real estate is back. DDR is up 428% for me. It backed off last month. It was up about 470% for me. I'm hanging on to it. I'm waiting for it to start chucking out big dividends again like it used to. Monthly dividends. Oh, you know I love monthly dividends because once the monthly money goes into your pocket, it's harder for it to come out. HSA. Just increased their dividend from 2 cents a share to 6 cents a share. Monthly. That's a double-digit 11.16% dividend, and they're giving it to you in monthly disbursements. Two more are CRF at 14.5% dividend, monthly disbursements, and CLM 15.61% dividend. Now don't look these up on Yahoo because Yahoo will tell you they're paying 0.5%, and Yahoo's wrong. Look on your online brokerage account if you have one, or call your broker and ask them. CMO is another one. It's a quarterly dividend, but it's 17.7%. That's pretty good money, 17%. Any double-digit dividend is a good dividend. And speaking of brokerage houses, Joanne Brown, who managed my Morgan Stanley account, has now retired. Thank you for all the work you did, Joanne. I got a letter telling me that, and I sent an email back to Joanne wishing her success on her retirement and asking her for the email address of the new person managing my account, or that account. You know I manage my own accounts in Ameritrade and stuff like that. But if somebody else can do a better job, I certainly don't mind floating around in the Caribbean on a cruise ship and letting somebody else do the work. But no one has done a better job than me. And I never got an answer to my email. I sent a follow-up email, and I never got an answer to that. And that email had in it, why didn't you sell BP when this mess hit? Because BP is now worth half what it was. I haven't got an answer to that yet either. I'm closing all the family accounts. There's one family trust account and a personal account at Morgan Stanley. I'm closing them both. Anyway, and I'm holding you responsible for all losses since Joanne Brown left Morgan Stanley. So, notice that. Jack, you're on it. Square. New technology. Square. Have you seen Square? Square is a little thing that's about 1 inch square. It plugs into the earpiece jack on your cell phone, and you can run a credit card through it and accept or pay credit card with your credit card on anything that for people who don't accept a credit card. That's slick. Not a publicly traded company. You can't get any. I couldn't get any. We'll have to let that one go. Foreclosures, real estate. Again, my sister Robin is in real estate in Tallahassee, and my 2 sons have just gotten their real estate licenses this year. Stephen is up here in Tallahassee with me, and he's working with Robin now. And Alex is in Naples, Florida, working with his Uncle John. Now, I'm posting links to their MySpace pages that have phone numbers and things like that in there, and get in touch with these people. The commissions on a foreclosure are about $100, and they have to split that with whoever listed it. they will help you. Not because of the money, but because of the goodwill it's going to get when they do you a favor. And you're going to remember that for forever. The people that helped you when it didn't benefit them tremendously. But it is going to help our country, and they're going to get behind this, and they're going to help you find this home, and you're going to refer other people because they helped you. So that's what we're doing. That's the real estate team. We're in that for the long run. I will be in the automotive business if you want me there. And remember, there is only one rule in the stock market. It will do whatever it has to do to prove the most people wrong. And now, back to you.